Good afternoon. Welcome to Take 10 with the Tennessee Tribune on Tuesdays. I'm Ron Wynn, and today we have a very, very distinguished guest for our presentation. One of the pioneering members of the Nashville police force, and also someone honored and recognized by his colleagues both locally and nationally. Referring to Mr. Walter Holloway, who just recently retired after 35 years on the Nashville police force. Good afternoon, Mr. Holloway. How you doing?
Fine. How you doing, sir?
Doing fine, doing fine. Let's start by asking, what made you want to become a police officer?
Well, the first thing I realized I was fascinated by police work, and I felt that if I became a police officer, I could do a better job for black people in the community. And so this would be an opportunity for me to help my people.
Now, there weren't many blacks on the police force when you started, correct?
We probably had about maybe 60 to 80 officers at the time.
Okay. Now, you moved up through the ranks and you stayed with the department for a long time, and you even moved up to become president of a couple of organizations. Explain how you were able to do that.
Well, I joined the organization, National Black Police Association, back in October 1985 when the organization started here in Nashville, but the original organization started back in 1972 in St. Louis, Missouri. And I saw an opportunity where I could join forces with other officers around the United States, and we can network together and learn what they're doing in the larger cities, and maybe that would help us fight, help us with our situation here in Nashville, so we can have an even playing field for us promotion and transfer and job opportunities.
Now, one of the things that you mentioned is that you had to fight for a change in the way promotions were done. Explain what you had to do there.
Well, we looked at one company that was doing promotions, and Landon and Jacobs, I believe it was at the time, that brought our attention that they had the rank order structure. But when I first came on, they had a different system where it was a buddy. It seemed like it was a buddy system, and so if you didn't have the right politics, you didn't get promoted. So we felt to this new next system that they were using, the rank order structure, that you'll have a better opportunity to make it, but it didn't fare well to us because what they did, the rank order structure, you start at the top and go straight down. So whoever make the highest score will be selected,
Now, is this on the written test you're talking about?
Written test, and what they did, a combination of written test and oral test combined, and the highest score that's placed. So you can do well on the written, but maybe not fare so well on the oral, and it's kind of bringing score down. So we're trying to get an even weight system, 50-50 on both. But I think the written test later on carried more weight, but that didn't fare well. Whoever got the material and was able to had a good assignment where they could be able to study sometime on duty, and so that was a disadvantage. So here lately, they've had the band system, A, B, and C, so you go down and roll for so many on the A system, then you can skip over and go down to the B. So we felt that we would probably get some better qualified supervisor with this system. Looking at the rank order structure, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a good supervisor. It only shows that you're a good test taker, and not know how to deal with people, personnel that you are working for.
Okay. Over the time that you've been a police officer, how do you feel the relationships between the police department and the black community have evolved?
There have been problems, and my thing was that we just need more support in our neighborhoods, more policing, there have been problems. And at the same time, we got to learn how to communicate with each other. You show that the police show that you care about the black neighborhood, then our people will be open with you and let you know what's going on and how. they can assist. So if we work together, then we can solve a whole lot of problems.
Okay. Now, you had a lot of experience dealing with something that has become a huge issue, not just in Nashville, but across the country, and that's gangs. Talk about your experience working with gangs, and why do you think the gang problem seems to be getting worse?
Well, I first noticed a problem with gangs. I was at a conference in Memphis, National Black Police Association conference in Memphis, and we had a gang member to attend one of our workshops, and he explained to us how they were circulating down in Memphis, and that's, I guess, probably a little over 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in between there, and so they were moving towards Nashville, to the largest cities here in Tennessee. And how he knows, because he was a part of these gangs down there, and so we brought it back here, and we were able to do some data on it, and find out that some people that were arrested becoming gang members, also that they eventually started a gang unit here in Nashville, which was great, and the guys have made some key arrests and some of the gang members here in Nashville. But it just goes to show what he said was right, and they were circulating here in Nashville, moving here, and setting up shop here. So we couldn't wait till the last minute to try to get something done. But my thing personally with gang is trying to get kids that they recruit. If I can get to them before the game, maybe I can say something to them to encourage them not to be involved in the games, And I also have had a workshop at Temple Baptist Church on Kings Lane, where I started out meeting with some of the little Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and other little high school groups that toured black colleges, and I find that gang members try to recruit the kids in the school, and I try to tell the parents the same thing, that it does exist here, and we can't have a blind eye on this, and you have to pay attention to your children to find out what they're doing, And also I've been looking at some of the things that they're doing in some of the workshops that I had done, the gang intervention program that's done through the National Black Police Association, that parents have to spend quality time with their children, because if you don't, your gang member will be a brother, a father, whatever they need, and give them money and stuff, and buy them things, to get them involved. Once they get them hooked and into the game, then it's hard to get out if they let you out of the game, And so if I can get to them before the game, then I can do a better job with keeping them focused on what they need to do in school or what they need to do at home. And so I kind of looked at the program while I've been doing over 12 years, that it is a successful program, that a lot of kids that we've touched their life, had hands on their life, met with them. They have gone to colleges, some of them went to Tennessee State, Belmont, University of Tennessee, MTSU, Knoxville, and some other major universities outside the state of Tennessee, and some have gone to the military, So I'm just saying maybe something that we have said to them, maybe and have encouraged them to, continue to stay focused and do what they need to do.
Okay, what about the problems of guns in the black community? Over your time, did you see more guns coming in and more guns being sold illegally?
Well, there's more guns being sold now than it was when I first came on. Okay. And I say to this, I think the laws need to be much stricter, because you got a known felony, and if you get caught with a gun, it should be automatic jail time, so we can get them off the street, and then those who buy guns, it should be a way that you could check the background, before they'll be allowed to purchase a gun, because right now, you can buy them off the street. Anybody that's got money can buy them. So it need to be some kind of enforcement that we can kind of clean this up, because it showed an increase because we have an increase of violence with guns.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lastly, you have several children. Did any of them go into police work?
No, I got 5 children, but each one wanted to be a policeman at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But I talked them against them. I didn't want them to have to go through what I had to go through as an officer, you know, and I felt that it could be another career that they could pursue and do well in life, you know. But the task that I had gone through, you know, is a difficult task, and everybody's not able to do that.
What are you going to do now that now that you have retired from the department? What's in your future?
Well, you know, I still will be working with different kids, different groups. You know, I've done work with daycares. I've done work with Temple Baptist Church. I've done workshop at Jefferson Street Baptist Church with Reverend Thomas, and so I will still be working with them. Matter of fact, I was just talking with a group of people just a week ago, and one does work with Trader Lane Church, and want to use me on their panel so I can provide the same type of information that I've done in the past with some of my workshops. So it's basically, you know, try to see what the children talk about, see if they focus, and what can we say, what can we encourage them to do to try to stay focused and be a better person in life.
All right. Well, Mr. Holloway, we want to thank you for your service, and thank you for being on with us on Take 10 on Tuesdays.
Thank you, sir. All right.
All right. And we thank you for, and we want to encourage you to continue to tune in every Tuesday for Take 10 with Tennessee Tribune, and thank you.